Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for April. Hope you're doing really well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Taurus out there. So guys, take what resonates for you. Just leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Taurus, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands. And you have the Hangman. All right, so Taurus, I feel like you're trying to move towards stability here. I feel like... you want success, you want stability. You're moving towards something long-term, or you're thinking of something long-term. And I feel like for some reason you're having to wait. There's also this sense of other people watching you. Other people, they could be watching you clean up a situation, could be financial, or it could be with, regarding something long-term. But it's like, other people are watching you. I do feel like you are feeling more successful. I do see money coming in for you, but there's something here that you're waiting for with this Hangman. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in the energy of Taurus. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Five of Cups. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have the Seven of Swords reversed along with the Page of Pentacles. So this person that's in your energy has gone through a very unhappy time. There's a sense here that they're in pain. They're in a sense of feeling that there is still love here, but much of the love that's been between the two of you has been painful or has been drained in some manner. This person could be going through some sort of psychological, instability or sadness even. With the King of Wands here, they're very action-oriented. I feel like this person wants to resolve things. There's a passionate energy that they have towards you. And I do feel like this is a very bright person, by the way. They're very smart. With the Seven of Swords here in the reverse, this is somebody, it's funny because I think it was Virgo who had this in their energy. There's somebody in this person's energy that might not be telling them the truth. There's somebody in their energy that is, or a friend circle that could be, sabotaging this connection, creating destruction while they're pretending to be like all about them. And it's, but they're creating destruction here. They sure are. I do feel like this is somebody who is watching you. They're watching to see if there is any kind of deception here. There's a lack of trust. And that lack of trust could be caused by a false friend. Let's see the energy between the two of you. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. This person could be younger than you, or they may just communicate a little bit immaturely. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the two of you are drawn together. Yeah, the two of you are drawn together. There's a desire to bring balance to the situation. You're both very tempted, to go towards each other. But there's people in the background that's affecting this. I think primarily on this person's side, but also on yours, actually. And it could be, with the Ten of Pentacles, it could be family on your side. Yeah, more likely a friend group on their side, but it's like the two of you are drawn together. There's this desire to be together, to balance this out. but at the same time, it's being affected by people outside of this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. It could also be money that's affecting it on your side. Queen of Swords in the reverse. So somebody got cut out. Yeah, somebody got cut out. There's a sense of anger that's affecting the connection. There's a sense of somebody feeling cut out of the situation. It's a cutting energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Taurus. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Taurus. All right, we have the Chariot in reverse, and we have Temperance, sign of Sagittarius. And let's see, Sagittarius and also Cancer. All right, so what I'm seeing at the end of the week is you're still in this stuck energy. There's something about you holding back. Yeah, there's something about you holding back, waiting for something, and as a result, you're feeling kind of stuck. Their energy is one of healing. I feel like they're trying to balance themselves out. They're trying to, incorporate all the feelings and emotions that they've had. And it is being affected somehow by this friend group. So I would be very careful of that. I feel like there's someone in the friend group that is telling them things, or, bringing some kind of rumors in. And it's destructive, even though this person may be perceiving them as being on their side. There's also a sense of trying to incorporate some sort of deception that happened either on their side or yours. But it's definitely keeping this from moving forward, because I feel like right now, Taurus, you don't want to take a risk. And that risk would be towards healing and balancing this out, even though you're very drawn to this person. All right, so the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Now that is Taurus in the major arcana. So you could be dealing with another Taurus, but that's really you stepping into your power. It's you tuning into, the universe, tuning into, what is going to be in your best interest and stepping into your power. It also could be indicating, some change. It is the number 5. 5s are generally about change that would lead to something that is more permanent and more committed. So let's clarify. Spirit-wise, the 10 of Pentacles here for Taurus. All right, we have the King of Cups and the Lovers. You may have had a choice between two people in love. I do feel like you're trying to think of things in a long-term, point of view. But this is a very big decision for you, which is why you're kind of holding back. Yeah, you're kind of holding back. So let's see why the 6 of Wands is here. Yeah, there's a decision that needs to be made. And you want to make a decision that is going to be successful. You may feel like a lot of people are watching you. 10 of Wands reverse, 2 of Swords. So you're very indecisive about what's going to be successful, what's going to, be in your best interest. I do see that you have been feeling overwhelmed. You're starting to come out of that, feeling overwhelmed, like you just have too much on your plate. And so now you're beginning to handle these things one at a time. I feel like there's an audience in some manner, like people are watching you. And I do feel like you're kind of indecisive about who to keep in your life and who to cut out of your life. And I do feel like you have a choice in love. So let's see why the Hangman is here. This is probably why you're taking a while to make this decision, because basically you just don't want to make a mistake. Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Magician in the reverse. Yeah, you're moving slowly. You're taking your time because you are working on yourself as well. That's good energy. But I feel like you may feel a sense of inadequacy, which is why you don't want to take the risk here. it's like you're staying stuck in this indecision because you're afraid that if you make a decision, it's not going to work out. So that's why you're moving very, very slow. And it's kind of keeping you in this, you know, the energy is very, what's the word I want? It's like stuck energy. It's not moving forward. And it's because of a fear of taking a risk. Yeah, and you don't want to move too quickly. You don't want to make the wrong decision. So let's see this person's energy. Spirit, why is the Five of Cups here for the person in Taurus energy? Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse and the Nine of Cups. So this person finds you as being wish fulfillment, but they don't trust their intuition, and it's being blocked because of the pain that they felt in relation to this connection. This person has gone through possibly some depression, definitely some sadness, and they're not really trusting their intuition. I do feel like they have had an epiphany, though, that this is the connection that they want. This is the person that they want. You are definitely their wish fulfillment, and they feel this strong attraction to you. Why is the King of Wands here? I see Scorpio energy for some of you. All right, we have the Nine of Coins reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, and Justice. This person has some codependent energy. Just be aware of that. They could be also having some financial problems, but I do feel like emotionally they have a lot of love for you, Taurus, but they're holding back. They're trying to find a balance in their life. They're wanting to do the things that are right for them. So I do feel like this is somebody who is trying to behave responsibly. They are coming across as being a little bit emotionally unavailable, and it's because they felt a deep loss in this connection. Yeah. Let's see the bottom energy for the person in Taurus energy. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords reversed, the Fool, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody who wants a new beginning with you. This is somebody who, you know, would like to balance everything out. They feel that this connection has everything necessary in order to actually, you know, bring it together in a very successful, stable manner. They want to take that risk. They want to, you know, they want to bring this together. There's been a gap in the communication that has closed here. And it's closed because I feel like this person may have reached out to you. I feel like this is somebody who's been doing a lot of healing. And they definitely want to take a risk. This person wants to marry you at some point, or at least come together in a stable foundation. Yeah. So let's see. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? I feel like you both have some very fond memories of each other. Page of Cups reversed. And the Two of Wands reversed. Oh, okay. So this person may have felt like you were giving your energy to more than one person, to them and someone else. There is somebody new that is in your energy, Taurus. You had a choice between this person and someone new. And I do feel like you had, you know, emotions for both parties. I feel like you're moving away from this newer person, though. And it's because you may feel that this person here in your energy is a soulmate. Yeah, because the Page of Cups is in reverse. And this person in your energy feels like you chose someone over them. Yeah, they feel like you made a decision that was against them. And that's what caused all this, you know, mental anguish for them. Let me see why the Queen of Swords is here. All right, so we have the Page of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Coins reversed. Okay, so you both have the Ten of Coins here. You both feel like this situation between the two of you could be very stable. It could go the distance. This person views you as being somebody that they could have a very strong, long-lasting relationship with, and they want to balance it out. That being said, they're holding back emotionally because of the loss that they have felt in the past. Now, in your energy, again, there's indecision. Do you resolve the problems that you have with this person? And I feel like this is somebody that is you had a long-term connection with, or the new person. And ultimately, I feel like the new person is very immature. I feel like the new person is somebody who may have been a little spoiled in their energy, throwing tantrums, not communicating effectively. And so I do feel like you're turning away from whoever this new person is. Even though you were very tempted towards that person, I feel like, you know, you want success and you're looking at this from a long-term viewpoint. And so you're trying to decide, you know, is this person from your past, it's almost like you're leaning towards the person from your past because you feel like that will go the distance, and this new person is a temptation, and yet there's something toxic about it. I feel like you're angry with whoever this person is, that this newer person. I feel like, you know, you have anger towards this person, but I feel like you cut them out of your life. Now, the person who is currently in your energy here, I feel like they may have some anger towards you because of things from the past. That, you know, whatever this anguish is that they went through, there was something that was revealed to them. And I feel like that, you know, there's still residual from that because they felt such a deep and keen sense of loss. That being said, I feel like this person does feel like this relationship could go the distance if the two of you could move past this. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Taurus and this person. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Six of Wands reversed. So I do see you moving towards something that is a little more calm, a little bit happier. And it's really based upon your decision to cut this newer person out of your life. You felt like it wasn't going anywhere. It didn't manifest the way you wanted it to. It was unsuccessful, but you still have fears of whether or not this connection is going to be successful, which is causing you to kind of hold back, wait. You're not really wanting to take a risk with this person in your energy either, because you're afraid that you're going to get, you know, a poor result here as well. I do see you moving towards them, but moving very, very slowly. As things, I feel like if you feel that the risk is minimized or is eliminated, you'll move faster. I do see you moving towards peace, and I don't think you're moving, you know, in that direction by yourself. You're moving with somebody. But right now, you're kind of holding back and you're moving very slowly. Part of that is because you are working on yourself. But there's definitely this fear of this not manifesting the way you want it to. Now, in their energy, they definitely want this relationship. This person feels like you are exactly what is missing in their life. They want to move this forward. They want to move towards something calm, happy, peaceful. This is somebody who has done a lot of healing. They want to take the risk, and they feel that this could move towards, you know, marriage. And I do feel like they feel like you're the missing ingredient in their life. So things are moving in their favor with the Wheel of Fortune. They have good karma coming their way. So this person has definitely done a lot of good in their life. They have 2 cards of positive karma. So I do feel like you're kind of holding back. You're trying to be very careful about this. But ultimately, I do see it moving forward. Bottom of the deck is the Death card. This is underlying energy, and this is a transformation. I do feel like you're closing out cycles with somebody here from the past, either somebody that was younger than you or possibly more just immature, somebody you were indecisive about. And I do feel like you're closing that out, and I feel like you're moving towards a established foundation, towards a commitment with this person, but you're moving extremely slow because you may be afraid that it's just not gonna pan out. So let me pull from, I'm pulling from the Situations Oracle. We'll see if there's any further messages for Taurus. Pulling for Taurus. All right, Taurus, you have Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, and divine intervention. So this relationship here is being divinely orchestrated. And then we have pressure cooker, rage and ready to explode. So don't let yourself get to that point, Taurus. You have to be careful with that. You are being guided, but you have to be willing to accept that protection and being also willing to accept the divine intervention. All right, I hope this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this reading, Taurus, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Taurus, namaste.